In solo leveling, after the auction appraiser told my glorious king he could keep the items inside if he managed to break the glass, he said bet as he suddenly started charging up his ultimate attack until the appraiser told him he was only joking. But as he looked back, he saw a slight crack on the encasing's glass. And while sweating his balls off, he said that he didn't even touch the glass, so there was no way that what he was thinking was even possible. Drippy-Woo, holding a dagger, asked the weapons specialist how much it was worth. He responded saying that that one was 30 million, making him think that it was just of B-rank rarity and it was weaker than Nightkiller, yet it was still expensive, saying that at best it was probably around the level of Kasaka's Venom Fang. Drippy-Woo then pulled out his own dagger, asking how much he thought it was worth, and as he held it in his hand, he was in surprise, saying he could tell it was made by a master craftsman. But Drippy-Woo nervously thought to himself that it was just an item from the shop. He was suddenly shocked after hearing the specialist say that it was worth more than 100 million at the very least, making him think he bought it at the shop for only 2.8 million gold. Kim Sang-shik's steel sword was worth 3 million, even though it only had an attack damage of 10. And Jinho's armor and equipment costed millions, even though he didn't get much use out of them. So if an item from the shop could fetch for such an insane price, there was no reason for him to sell the Orb of Avarice after all. At the White Tiger Guild, Baek Yoonho can be seen contemplating if it was even possible, a hunter who could continuously level up. When he's in his enlightened state, he can accurately read his opponent's skill level, so he's absolutely positive that Drippy-Woo was weaker than him when he met him at the Red Gate. But that wasn't the case anymore, saying it was foolish of him asking why someone as strong as him would ever join someone else's guild when he could just start his own. It didn't matter whether a certain guild was the best or second best in the country, since if he could continue growing stronger, he would always be number one. So it looked like he and Choi Jong-un were just wasting their time. News of my glorious king undergoing a second awakening, going up 5 entire ranks, played on the TV, as the White Tiger Division chief with fire in his eyes said he hasn't given up on recruiting Drippy-Woo, saying he was positive they could convince him to join if they tried once more. But another staff member asked if he really thought he would be willing to meet them here when there were reporters everywhere, making Chief On say that they would just have to set up camp. Gina, looking annoyed, told Drippy-Woo that the reporters were still outside the building, until the deputy division chief suddenly spotted her up in the house, making her duck as quickly as possible, fearing somebody saw her.